Hello and welcome to another training vlog. Okay, right. So what happened last week? Just a quick report when I started documenting my progress report. Well, I started around Tuesday. I mean, I've always been doing puzzles, but I decided, just to log it on a daily basis and then give you an idea of what I've been doing. Okay, so this week here, tactics and puzzles. Okay, I clocked over 5 hours of training, maybe even more. Who knows? Maybe even more. I tend to just log the puzzles from my chess.com rather than any other tactical apps that I have on my phone. Okay, so that's already quite a lot of training. Today I logged in almost 2 hours of puzzle training. Let's have a little look at the puzzles. Here they are. Okay, and I botched that one, 3,612. I was only two moves shy of getting the full marks. Okay, that was quite a tough one. I just didn't really see how I could improve on that position from that puzzle. Okay, anyway, this puzzle I took over an hour. This one 13 minutes for a 3,000. This one I was quite proud of. This one a 3,400 rated puzzle, managed to take about 7 minutes to solve it. Why was that? Okay, well, let's just have a quick look at it anyway. Okay, so black to play, queen in corner. Okay, so my idea was basically to checkmate the king. I'm so far behind on material, I just got to get it right. And then this was where I really struggled. It was like queen takes, king in the corner. How am I going to checkmate that king? Can I get this bishop over here to d1, then checkmate on c2 with the queen? No, I couldn't. So I was trying to work everything out, and then I came across maybe I could block the access to the first rank with bishop f1. Bishop f1, knight can't take because of the pin on the bishop, and then rook takes, and then queen takes the rook. The knight can't take the queen because of the check on the king. So I decided to go there. So that was it. And then as soon as white played this sacrifice, I knew this must be the correct solution. Yeah, and it was. Okay, so going back to the spreadsheet here. Okay, so I'm still logging in my tactics. I do those on a daily basis. I rarely ever miss a daily puzzle. I think in the past year and a half, I've literally missed one day, if that. Maybe I've done it every single day, or I didn't do all 5 of the puzzles. Okay, so Silman's Endgame, I only logged in about 20 minutes last week. 25 minutes for Johan Helston's Mastering Middle Games, an hour of Boris Gulko 2, Lessons from a Grandmaster 2. No openings. I didn't analyze my games. Playing, yeah, I played a few games, so hopefully I can go over them. Oh, I did some play. Actually, I played a game. Okay, so it was probably a rapid play game. Let's say it was about 15 minutes. Yeah, I don't think it took that long, and I'll probably show that later. So this week didn't study much chess, mainly because I've been quite busy. I think I went kayaking on this Sunday, so I was tired, which meant that I didn't do much workouts here. Okay, so I literally just worked out on Saturday. That's the only day where I worked out. I did some cardio, HIIT cardio, did some cycling, and I did some ab training, which I should be doing later on. hopefully after this recording. Trying to do as much Wim Hof breathing as I could. I haven't been meditating, only did it for a little bit, and then I've sort of neglected it. Yeah, only spent about 10 minutes reading one book there. Okay, so I've had a busy week. Okay, so on to the game. Let's have a little look, shall we? Okay. Hopefully it's there up on your screen. Okay, so I played someone who was 22-15. It was a rapid play game. Was it a blitz game? Yeah, I think it was a blitz actually. It was 5 minutes each. So we got into a Spanish. Castles. C3, inviting the marshal attack. I don't normally play the marshal. I decided to go for it anyway. I mean, I could have played D6. It's more in my style, but I thought I'd just experiment. I sort of roughly know the moves. Okay, here we go. Threatening checkmate. Okay, getting attacking the light squares. Okay, this is quite traditional. Queen h5, and then bishop to h3 somehow, and then queen to f3 if possible. Those kinds of ideas. Okay, but I decided to go for something new. I mean, you shouldn't do this because it's not in the spirit of the marshal. You should keep pieces on. I decided, just to be different, to go into the end game, a queenless middle game. Okay, yeah, maybe it was better just to play rook e8 first and then get the king to f8. But I went with this. Okay, yeah, I think it was just much better. It just saves on time. Rook e8 immediately. Rook e8, then knight to d2, bishop backwards somehow. Yeah, should have went for this, and then grab the bishop pair afterwards. Okay, challenging rooks. Why didn't I play rook? King f8, king f8, knight e4 maybe. Who knows? Takes. I took first. Yeah. Back here, protecting the c5 square. So I'm a pawn down. Not the best way to play the marshal, in all honesty. Okay, challenging that file. Okay, bishop back, just trying to improve. I just thought I'd go into the end game and see if I can hold it. Takes. See if I can draw it. It's not how you should play the marshal. And then, okay, bishop d7. Okay, so there. Getting the king active. Look at that pawn. Bishop goes back, just creating weaknesses. That's fair enough. Okay, so it's kind of left my dark square bishop a bit redundant with those pawns on h6, f6, and g7. Okay, so try to get it onto this diagonal, having ideas of playing g5. I wish I played it. I didn't in the end. Okay, and then c5, blunting out my bishop again. Yeah, maybe that's something that I should have thought about. Anyway, I played c5, it happens. I had ideas of g5 or the option of g5 anyway. And king here, trying to get into f5 and then slowly into my position. So I know that bishop on d7 is very important, that light squared bishop. Then king, trying to get around somehow. Now this is very interesting. Now, should I have taken that pawn and then leave the d5 pawn a bit weak? But it's a pass pawn. It's a pass pawn, which is what I was afraid of. And I thought, gosh, I wouldn't like to see it rolling down the board. Of course, it gives me chances to get my king over to the king side, queen side somehow. But I decided to activate my king first. If he's going to isolate that d pawn, then at least my king would be just one square a bit closer to his king side, in the heart of his position. And once again, there we go. Okay, so he exposes that square, and then he played this move. I was under the impression in this endgame I should keep my bishops on the board. Okay, was that move strictly necessary? Maybe maybe e8, going around to h5. Maybe that was a better idea. Who knows? Now his pieces aren't very well coordinated. Okay, and I don't think he can breach my position because this pawn covers these squares and this pawn covers this square. Who knows? I went backwards. Okay, pushes that pawn forwards. Okay, covering that bishop on c4. Fair enough. Okay, yeah. See, I sort of wasted a tempo there. Anyway, yeah. See that bishop could have gone to h5. It could have been there already, preventing knight f3. Anyway, okay. So there we go. Here we go. Okay, knight getting into my position. Okay, taking this pawn. Check. There we go. Protecting. Not sure what the best move was. I had ideas of bishop on this diagonal, getting to this diagonal, hassling the king somehow. But this knight was very good at stopping my bishop from getting into that diagonal. Okay, so I lost a few tempi there. Yeah, this is an idea. Maybe the knight, if it moves, then I got this check here. Okay, so attacking that pawn. Yeah, looking at it. Yeah, I didn't like this move. I should have checked first, or maybe bishop g4, going backwards and forwards, trying to find the right plan. Yeah, I just wasn't too sure. Bishop there. Yeah, was that right? Maybe bishop a5 was an idea. Bishop a5, king d3, king d3. And then maybe I can nab that pawn. Who knows? Who knows whether that pawn on d5, which is quite dangerous, will promote. Here he decides to go backwards. Okay, so if he did take that knight, okay, I was thinking of going here, then he has to go back, possibly here, even here. Can I win that pawn? Takes with this idea. I'm not sure whether he's fast enough. Wow, that's hard to say. Oh no. Oh gosh. That check there. Yep. Once again, it's a very difficult position. Very hard to say. Maybe I'm losing here, but let's go back. Yeah, looking back, maybe bishop g4. I don't think he can get into my position. So taking that diagonal, nab the pawn. Knight goes in there. Quite threatening. It could go to d7, all the way to d7. I'm not sure whether I can win that pawn. Okay, go there. And I lost on time. So here, the lesson is don't play the Marshall the way that I did it. I probably need to go back and look at this end game. I'm a pawn down, so if I could hold a draw, that would have been great. But I was hoping to go for a win in the end game, and I think I played fairly well, just fairly well. So lots to improve upon. Hopefully everybody else can do the same. Okay, right. Hopefully I'll give you more progress next time. Next week, this week, now that it's this week or the following week, the new week. Hopefully I've got more time to work on my chess, and we'll see what progress I can make. Okay, thank you very much. Bye-bye.